Of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw on second. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Single receiver. 180. Single receiver.
Now it's Trubisky out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, come on, no. Hey, 47. Hey, we go wide 8. 26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 8.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
All day, baby, all day. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit to tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Second and goal from the 1.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Sit up! 180! 5 down. Stand up in. Safe. Red, sit up! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check. Check 4. Red, up! 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We call that a sack lunch.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Tight on the right. Sit up! 180!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs in those little...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Got three down.
Here we go. 180.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Get out.
Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. A second down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Set up. 180.
On second down, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Set up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set up. 180. Blue.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Trubisky will throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's coming now. Here we go. Wide 80. Here we go. 46, 46.
Check 31, check 31.
46.
A give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here we go.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Prescott to throw this time. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Here we go, 46.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Tight right.
Hey, 47.
We got 3, we got 3.
Here we go. Wide 8. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously, they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There we go, going to 53. There we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And give him a gain of 37. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
There we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Sit up! 180!
Trubisky keeps it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. We're on the
Line
line.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Sit up! 180!
This time, Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. On 1st down, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Boom! Yeah, baby! Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move!
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Sit up! 180!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here, baby. Your trip is here.
Here we go, 46.
They go to Elliott again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Set up! 180! We're going, let's go!
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Sit up. 180.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Sit up. 180.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
180.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Sit up. 180.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 49 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's coming now.
Lucky.
41's the will.
Ship.
96.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Get out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
You got three down.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 46.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
47.
87 speed.
Here we go. 47.
Catch.
Here we go. 47.
58, right?
Gun.
Right, 58, right there.
26.
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here we go. Wide 8.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Three down.
Here we go. Wide 8.
58, Mike.
26.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
26.
Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Let's go.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 47. 26.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Start there, over here. Over here. Start there. 26. 26.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's coming now. Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 47. 47.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Here we go. 47.
SOS.
Hey, here we go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go.
One last shot now for Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.